Hey, this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum against Impact Wrestling. This is from December 30th, 2021. We are currently January 1st, 2022. I'm getting ready for day one to start, and I will, of course, cover that because it is a pay per view. Even though, whoo, smell that? Smells like a not so great but it might be okay. My kids might disagree and run away screaming. We shall see. In any case, this Impact was a best of part two. Of course, they have Hard to Kill coming up on January 8th. I will be in Augusta, Georgia, but I'm still going to find a way to watch it later that night and report on it. And I got to say, Impact has done a great job building that thing up. What matches did they pick for the kind of the second half of the year? Let's see. By the way, they had an announcement about Sue Young, who is pregnant with a child. My kids, whether they know it or not, actually know Sue Young and have met her on more than one occasion. At least Leo has. Remember when we went to the Kaiju Big Battle event? Sue Young was a person that I knew who I used to book quite frequently. But congratulations to her and her husband, Richard Swan, who I have also booked before. Our first match that we show is Moose against Eddie Edwards in a Full Metal Mayhem match, which was at Turning Point. Really great match. It was a bit of a foregone conclusion. We knew Moose was going to win, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it was a fantastic match. Really good, worth watching. The next match they showed was the Decay against the Inspiration for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship from Bound for Glory. Was this really one of the best matches of the year? Hell no. But I get the significance of the Inspiration, who used to be the Iconics, coming in and winning. So I get that, but no, come on. Kenny Omega against Sami Callihan in an ODQ match was another great one. Boy, if Omega does not win Wrestler of the Year, he certainly deserves it. We had Josh Alexander against Ace Austin, Trey Miguel versus Chris Bay versus Petey Williams versus Rohit Raju in the Ultimate X match. This was great. Definitively Impact Wrestling for sure. Alexander retains. What a great year Alexander had. Big fan. They really show that he can be a single star. They proved who was a naysayer, they proved me wrong. He certainly did great. And then we had Rich Swan versus Moose in the championship unification match for the Impact and TNA World titles. And Rich Swan won. Super great match. Really good one to show. Impact Wrestling Awards, Josh Alexander wins Male Wrestler of the Year. I think deservedly so. Though if you're going to let Kenny Omega in the running, that's what neither here nor there. Knockouts Tag Team of the Year, Jordan Grace against Rachel Ellering. Yet, they didn't have a match of the year. Does that not seem weird to anybody else? That seems weird to me. Men's match of the year, Josh Alexander against TJ Perkins, the Iron Man match. Hard to argue with that. Obviously, they couldn't put that match on one of the best ofs because it would have eaten up half the show at least. Our Hard to Kill match card. See what I'm saying about how good this event is going to be? Moose against Matt Cardona and William Morrissey in a triple threat match. Mickey James against Deonna Purrazzo. Josh Alexander against Jonah. Jordan Grace versus Chelsea Green versus Rachel Ellering versus Lady Frost versus Rosemary. Remember Rosemary? One of my kids' favorites. Rosemary was awesome. Versus Tasha Steele in an Ultimate X match. First time the women have done an Ultimate X match. That's exciting. Jonathan Gresham versus Chris Sabin for the Ring of Honor World Championship. That's really cool. And the Inspiration versus the Influence for the Knockouts Tag Team Championship. We got Eddie Edwards, Rich Swan, Willie Mack, Heath and Rhino against the Good Brothers, Boo, and Violet by Design, yay, in a Hardcore War match. And then Trey Miguel and Steve Macklin for the Impact X Division Championship. Wow. Then we show another match, Josh Alexander against TJ Perkins in a 60-man Ironman match. They have highlights from this. They do show a great deal of it, though. And boy, is it fantastic. Anyway, good job. Good looking out, Impact. And we're looking forward to a great 2022. And hopefully the stop of these pointless recap shows. Just my opinion. But it's the